Good morning everyone, myself Shlokeshwani and today I am here to teach you chemistry. In chemistry basically today we will be learning about today we will be basically learning about atoms and molecules, which is topic of class 9th. This is part 2 video. If you want to study in a detailed manner what I taught in part 1, you can reach out my channel Little Scientist part 1 atoms and molecules. Okay. Atoms and many other topics were discussed in part 1. This is part 2. So let's directly come on molecule. See, a molecule is the smallest particle of an element or a compound, means किसी भी atom या फिर element या फिर compound का smallest part है which can exist independently, okay, and shows all properties of that substance. Means molecule is the smallest part, okay. First point to ये which can exist independently. This is the first point, independently, okay, understood. Now second point is that it shows property of that substance. It shows property of that substance, okay, it shows property, okay. So let's say if we're talking about hydrogen molecule, let's say oxygen molecule, oxygen, so that oxygen molecule will show the property of oxygen gas, okay. These were the two properties of molecule. Means it is the smallest part of element of a element or compound that can exist independently in nature, and it also shows the property of that substance, okay. How are they formed? How are molecules formed? See, बहुत simple है समझना. When atoms combine they form molecules, okay. When atoms chemically combine they form molecules, okay. Means you can say a group of atoms is called molecules, or when atoms combine they form molecule chemically, okay. When they combine chemically then only they form molecule. Types of molecules. Molecules are basically characterized, or sorry, they are differentiated in two parts, okay. They are, this is molecule, it is divided into two parts. Molecule of a compound, I'm writing in short, of compound. Mole of element, okay. First is molecule of elements. See, molecule of elements made of same kind of atoms, okay. मतलब you know that molecules are formed when atoms combine chemically. So in element are pure substance. In element, molecules are always made of same atoms. For example, hydrogen. In hydrogen, this two represents at number of atoms, and when two or more atoms combine they form one molecule, understood. So means in elements the molecule are made of same kind of atom. If we are talking about hydrogen, then its molecule will be only made of hydrogen atom, okay. Its molecule will be made of only hydrogen atom. Some examples are mentioned like hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Some elements exist as single atoms. They are monoatomic. About monatomic, diatomic, triatomic, tetratomic, polyatomic, these all I think you will learn in this video only. And I have told one trick to remember one example of each type of is in my previous video part 1, so you can reach out that also at my channel Little Scientists, okay. See, now some elements exist as single atoms. Some elements they only exist as single atom in air, means monatomic. For example, helium, neon, argon, these are noble gas, Okay, noble gas, they are quite unreactive, but there is one exception. Never forget xenon. Xenon is a type of noble gas, but it is reactive. Okay, it forms many of its compound. Okay, it forms many of its compound. Xenon. Okay, one exception is there. Whenever you will read chemistry, it is full of exception. Okay, now see, molecule of compound. First we discussed about molecule of element. Now we are going to discuss about molecule of compounds. They are formed of different kind of atom. Means in compound, whatever elements are used, those elements are made of different kind of atom. Means in element, molecules are made of same atom. In compound, molecules are made of different atoms. Okay. Now atoms combine in fixed ratio by mass. Okay, they always combine in fixed ratio by mass. Example, H2O, water. It is always present in ratio 1:8. Carbon dioxide is always present in ratio 3:8. Ammonia, I think it is, yes, so carbon dioxide is 3:8 and ammonia is 14:3. Ammonia is 14:3. Now our next topic is atomicity. I hope all these topics which were taught are clear. Okay, now see, atomicity refers to number of atoms present in one molecule. Okay, let's so this is one molecules. Now number of atoms present in one molecule is called its atomicity. Means number of atom present in one molecule is called its atomicity. Understood? I hope this topic is now clear. Okay, now topic is the examples. Types of atom. Right now I explain monatomic, diatomic, triatomic. See, monatomic means one atom. Diatomic means two. Di, three. Poly means 4 plus 4 or 4 se zyada, we refer to poly. Now one trick is there to remember all the examples of this which I have told in my previous video. Some examples are still I have mentioned here: helium, neon, argon. These are example of monatomic. Diatomic, 2 atom: hydrogen, oxygen and calcium. No, chlorine, not calcium. Hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine. Now here you might get confused O2 between O2 and O3. Simple is there. Agar here it is written 2, here it is written 3. If number of atom are 2, then it will be oxygen. If number of atoms are 3, then it will be ozone, because ozone is a triatomic element and oxygen is diatomic. Okay, understood? One difference I've told you: triatomic, ozone. Okay, polyatomic means P4 and S8. 4 से ज़्यादा, अब सल्फर का एटम, it is fine. Okay, now अब metals are generally monatomic. Monatomic means they only contain one kind of atom. Metals you know, metals and non-metal like steel, copper and all. Okay, these were some of the examples of metal, and metals are generally monoatomic, means they contain only one atom. Monoatomic. Okay, now molecules of compound. Right now we were talking about molecule of element, now we're talking about molecule of compound. Okay, in a very detailed manner. See, right now I told you molecule of compound, but here we are going to talk in a very detailed manner. See, a compound contains element of different element. Yes, a compound contains atoms of different elements. Okay, or you can just say it contains molecule of different atoms. Now they combine in fixed proportion. For example, let's say compound of H2O. It always combines in fixed ratio 1:8. NH3, ammonia 14:3. Nitrogen plus hydrogen. Here in water, hydrogen plus oxygen. Carbon dioxide, always 3:8. Gases which combine carbon and oxygen. Now molecular mass. Molecular mass equals to, see, in NCERT these formulas are given which you need to learn. See, you can simply find out molecular mass of any substance by sum of their atomic mass. Okay, sum of atomic mass in one molecule. Understood? Understood or not? See, let's say molecular mass. Okay, just you have to do sum of the atomic mass of all atoms in a molecule. Yes, see, H2O's molecular mass. First of all, as here you can see sum of atomic mass. Now how you can do sum of atomic mass? See, H2O, atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, but here also number of atom is 2, then 2. 1 into 2 plus what is molecular mass of oxygen? It is 16, means atomic mass 16. It will be what? 18U. Okay, U is the unit for denoting molecular mass. Now this topic is clear. How you will find out molecular mass? Sum of atomic mass of all atoms in one molecule. Sum of atomic mass of all atoms in one molecule. If you have not understood, let me explain you again. See, here compound's name was H2O. H2O. Now atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, number of atoms are 2. ये हो गया. अब molecular mass of oxygen 16. इतना तो पता करो, 1 2 1 जा 2 plus 16 plus 2 कितना हो जाएगा? 18. And since you are writing atomic mass, sorry, molecular mass, then symbol for denoting it is small u. So I think this topic is now clear. Okay. Up. Formula unit mass. Formula unit mass. It is generally used for ionic compound. Ionic compound means it is generally used for the compounds which contain sign like plus sign, minus sign. Okay, now because I have explained about ion in my previous video, I want to ask, if a substance has electron, then will it have positive or negative? It will have negative, because electron, whenever you will have electron, you will have negativity. Whenever you will means whenever you will lose your electron, you will get positivity. Now formula unit mass is simple, sum of atomic mass of iron. Sum of atomic mass of iron. Okay, now NaCl. NaCl means sodium and chlorine. Okay, now अब see, now let me explain you again here. Don't get confused between molecular mass and formula unit mass. Molecular mass is simply sum of sum. It is generally sum. Okay, it is generally the sum of what? It is the sum of atomic mass of all atom. It's sum of atomic mass of all atom in one molecule, and this formula unit mass is sum of atomic mass of iron. Now NaCl. Up this much, so you would know that Na means natrium and it is symbol of sodium. And Cl stands for chlorine. When they combine, they form salt. ठीक है. अब देखो, atomic mass sodium 23 plus atomic mass of chlorine. Atomic mass of chlorine is what? 35.5. Sum करो, what will you get? 58.5 U. Again, U is used for donating. All, whenever you will in this whole chapter, अगर कोई भी unit use करनी, that is U, small u. Okay, understood? Now, why do atoms combine? This too you know. So first is to form molecule. If not, then let us understand relatable answer. See, to first of all, to achieve stable electronic configuration. Now, what is stable electronic configuration? Many of you might think, what is stable electronic configuration? We have not heard about it. So see, it is nothing as rocket science. It is, so see, what is it? It is just a favorable condition. It is just a favorable arrangement of all atoms to fill the outermost ring, like this. So your atoms combine in most favorable arrangement to fill the outermost ring, outermost shell. Okay, it is just, and one reason to was this. Second was to complete 8 electrons. Okay, how do they do this? They do this by gaining, losing and sharing इलेक्ट्रॉन. मतलब फर्स्ट तो गेन किया इलेक्ट्रॉन, गेन करने से नेगेटिविटी मिली, फिर उनको लूज कर दिया, पॉजिटिव मिली, और शेयर करने के बाद तो जा ही रहा है आपसे, देन अगेन यू विल गेट पॉजिटिविटी. ओके, अंडरस्टूड? मीन्स बाय लूजिंग, गेनिंग एंड शेयरिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन. पहले तो लूज किया, फिर गेन किया, देन शेयर किया. अब शेयरिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन, हाँ, that was all. Valency, see, valency equals to combining capacity of an element, है ना. किसी भी एलिमेंट की, लेट्स से हाइड्रोजन, उसकी क्या कंबाइनिंग कैपेसिटी है? दैट इज नोन एज वैलेंसी. अब वैलेंसीज तो पूरी है, बहुत ज़्यादा है. यू नीड टू लर्न देम. सोडियम की वैलेंसी 1, इट कैन ओनली कंबाइन विथ 1. magnesium 2, aluminium 3, chlorine 1, oxygen 2. Here I have mentioned some, but in your book, in your NCERT, whole table is given. पूरी table दी गई here, valency and many more. Whole some topics again are given there. So you need to prefer them. You need to prefer them. You need to go through them and understand them, learn them. Okay, now next topic is chemical formula. But see here, because okay, chemical formula, ठीक है. chemical formula का प्लूरल होता है formulae. Okay, this is the plural of formula. अब केमिकल फार्मूला क्या शो करता है? फर्स्ट, टाइप्स ऑफ एटम. कौन कौन से टाइप्स के एटम है? सेकंड, नंबर ऑफ एटम. फर्स्ट टू टाइप ऑफ एटम, कौन से टाइप के एटम है और कितने हैं. ओके, रूल्स, राइट सिंबल, राइट देयर वैलेंसी एंड क्रॉस देम. मतलब अभी इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन यू सिंपली. लेट्स से NaCl. अब देखो, सोडियम की वैलेंसी 1, क्लोरीन की वैलेंसी 1. सी लाइक दिस, Na सोडियम क्लोराइड, Na की वैलेंसी 1, Cl की 1. क्रॉस कर, इसको इससे कर दो, इसको इससे कर दो. अब अगर इसको इससे करोगे तो यूजुअली डोंट नोट 1, तो ये सिंपल हो जाएगा NaCl. लाइक दिस यू विल गेट द फॉर्मूला. Okay, but for that you need to learn their valency. Okay, understood? Simple. Now again, hydrogen chloride. Valency of hydrogen is 1. Okay, valency of hydrogen is 1. And one thing to is this, that they have made your syllabus, I don't like how. First they have taught you this topic atoms and molecules, but that valency is present in the next structure of an atom. Okay, so you can learn that table from an NCERT page number 51. Okay, see, now they are telling hydrogen chloride. First you need to write valency of hydrogen, which I told you is 1. Second, chlorine. Chlorine's valency is also 1. Chlorine HCl is also 1. Cross multiply them. HCl formula. Next is hydrogen sulfide. Valency of hydrogen and sulfur. Valency of hydrogen and sulfur. So hydrogen's valency, so you know what is hydrogen's valency. Hydrogen's valency is 1 and sulfur's valency is 2. Cross them. H2S. देखो how कैसे हुआ, जो those who are not able to answer, ये इधर गया तो H2 क्या हो जाएगा, H2 S इधर आ गया, S फॉर्मूला बन गया फॉर्मूला. नेक्स्ट इज कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड. टेट्राक्लोराइड, कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड. देखो कार्बन, व्हाट इज valency of carbon. सबसे पहले you need to learn those valency. Okay, without valency nothing is possible in this chapter. So valency of carbon is, wait, let me write. Valency of carbon is what? It is 4. Valency of carbon is 4. Tetrachloride. Tetrachloride, we are simply talking about chlorine. Chlorine, carbon, chlorine. When cross multiply them. C, देखो C, तो C बने तो we generally write it C. Chlorine Cl4 हो जाएगा, CCl4. Okay. Understood? Tetrachloride. Tetrachloride means generally the number of atom is 3. Here I wrote also somewhere, and diatomic, triatomic, and number of atoms. Okay, so जो पढ़ाया है अगर आप उसको भी साथ साथ लेके चलेंगे then only you will be able to understand. Next is magnesium chloride. So first valency of magnesium you need to find out. After that you need to find out the valency of chlorine. So symbol of magnesium is Mg, which symbol is Mg. So what is valency of magnesium? देखो अगर valency नहीं you will learn, so you will face problem. Magnesium's valency is 2 and chlorine's again valency is 1. So देखो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई, Mg इधर गया, Mg1 हो गया, बट वी जनरली डोंट राइट Mg1, वी जस्ट राइट Mg. Cl2, Cl2 फॉर्मूला MgCl2. Understood. अब now next topic which is given in your this chapter, you can say, is polyatomic ion. See, it is simply group of atoms acting as single unit. Okay, means group of atoms act as single unit. देखो OH means hydroxide, SO4 2 minus, OH minus sulfate, NO minus 3 nitrate, and NH4 plus ammonium. Polyatomic means number of atoms is 4 plus, and ions, so might be they contain, this is plus means 4 से ज़्यादा, not iron, so maybe they will contain this or this. Now writing formula with polyatomic ion. देखो, if you will remember the steps you will never make mistake, but if you will not only remember the steps then no one can stop you from doing mistake. Use bracket if more than one ion is there. अगर एक से ज़्यादा ion is there then please use bracket. एग्जाम्पल CaOH2 ब्रैकेट NH4HO4 use bracket. A mole concept is very important. Please learn it or understand it, whatever you can do, just keep it in your mind, fit it, दिमाग से lose मत हो इसे. What is it trying to say? देखो, it is trying to say mole concept. 1 mole, एक mole equals to 1 mole. This is 1. रुको, 1 mole equals to 6.022 into 10 की पावर 23 पार्टिकल्स. मतलब देखो 6.022 into 10 की पावर 23 particles. Now this number is called Avogadro number. Which number is called Avogadro number? Tell me. 6.022 into 10 की पावर 23 is called Avogadro number. अब रिलेशनशिप क्या है? मोल इक्वल्स टू गिवन मास अपॉन मोलर मास. हाउ यू कैन फाइंड मोल? देखो, अब यहाँ पे दो चीज इज देयर. अगर आपको मोल फाइंड करना है और नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स डिफरेंट है, ओके, हियर डिफरेंस इज टू टॉपिक्स आर देयर. फर्स्ट इज मोल एंड सेकेंड इज नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स. देखो, अब इफ यू हैव टू फाइंड मोल, then given mass upon molar mass, मतलब जितनी मास आपको दी होगी अपॉन मोलर मास. सो हाउ यू विल फाइंड मोल? गिवन मास अपॉन व्हाट? अपॉन मोलर मास. गिवन मास अपॉन मोलर मास. लाइक दिस यू कैन फाइंड व्हाट? मोल. अब हाउ यू कैन फाइंड नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल? देखो, मोल इंटू एवोगाड्रो नंबर. मोल इंटू, अब मान लो क्वेश्चन में मोल ना दिया हो, देन हाउ यू विल फाइंड मोल? यू विल तो रिमेंबर दिस फॉर्मूला, दैट नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल इक्वल्स टू मोल इंटू एवोगाड्रो नंबर. अच्छा, ये एवोगाड्रो नंबर क्या है? देखो, ये एक 1 मोल इक्वल्स टू 6.022 इंटू 10 की पावर 23 है ये एवोगाड्रो नंबर. अब देखो, मोल दिया तो बहुत बड़ी नहीं दिया गया, तो फॉर्मूला आई हैव टोल्ड यू, गिवन मास अपॉन मोलर मास, है ना. और कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में इट इज़ नॉट क्लियरली मेंशन दैट फाइंड द मोल, मतलब दे गिव यू टू फाइंड नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स, बट बिकॉज इन नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स relationship मोल इज ऑल्सो मेंशन, मोल इंटू एवोगाड्रो नंबर. अब अगर आपको मोल नहीं पता होगा तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू फाइंड मोल. They sometimes they just directly do not mention that you have to find mole, but because when you are solving the questions related to number of particles, means when you are asked to solve it, then you first need to find out mole. Otherwise, what will you do? With whom, what thing will you multiply? So simple formula is there for mole, given mass upon molar mass, and for number of particles is what? Mole into Avogadro number, and that Avogadro number you need to remember 6.022 into 10 की power 23. Okay, this topic is clear. अब यहाँ पे आपने बहुत मोलर मास सुना होगा. Now let's discuss about molar mass. And remember one thing, अगर number of particles पूछा गया, find the number of particles in this atom. अब आपको क्या करना है कि मोल इंटू एवोगाड्रो नंबर. लेकिन अगर आपको मोल नहीं दिया गया है, देन यू हैव टू फाइंड द मोल बाय हाउ विल यू फाइंड? गिवन मास अपॉन मोलर मास. समटाइम्स, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, दे क्लियरली डू नॉट मेंशन फाइंड द मोल. इन क्वेश्चन दे विल आस्क, वेट जस्ट 2 minutes. In questions they will ask find number of particles, but if you will not know what is mole, then how will you find? So first of all you should know mole. How will you find mole? Given mass upon molar mass. Okay, what is molar mass? Molar mass equals to mass of 1 mole of substance. मतलब किसी सब्सटेंस की मास उसका 1 मोल, ठीक है. एंड व्हाट इज मास? mass is generally the amount of matter in an object. Okay, now molar mass means mass of 1 mole of a substance. किसी भी substance की mass तो उसका 1 mole. अब example H2O 18 gram per mole, CO2 14 gram mole. Like this you need to remember. Now see, some numerical problems are there which you need to learn, means some numerical problem you need to practice. Okay, you need to practice these kind of numerical, they can come. Okay, like this you need to practice. Again I am repeating those formula, means again repeating, not I am just repeating those formula. Mole, what is formula of mole? Given mass upon molar mass. Okay, given mass upon molar mass. Okay, and finding number of particles means simple mole into Avogadro number. Converting mass into mole or mole into mass, again this same formula will be used. Mass in grams means whatever mass is given in grams upon molar mass. Like this you convert mass into mole or mole into mass. Now there are some top 5 questions which have these questions have the chance of 90% to appear in an exam. What is molecule? Explain with examples. First question. Define atomicity with examples. What is molecular mass? Calculate for H2O. Okay, means how you can find molecular mass किसी भी substance कि if you want to find out molecular mass, how you can find this molecular mass? It is generally the sum of atom, is it the sum of atomic mass of atom in one molecule. About for H2 also we will calculate. What is valency? Explain with examples. Give mole concept and Avogadro number. Explain. Now some other questions, practice questions are there which you can for which you can take the screenshot in practice. Now answer to all those top 5 questions. First, what is molecule? See, molecule is just simply smallest part or particle of an element or compound that can exist independently in nature and has property of that element. Example H2O2 and all. Atomicity refers to number of atoms. Example H2O3P4. Okay, molecular mass. Molecular mass means sum of atomic mass of all atoms in an object. And how to find of H2O? देखो यहाँ पे direct answer is given, but how will you find of H2O? देखो H2O. First, atomic mass 1 into 2 because 2 atoms are given. Number of atom plus what? Here what is mentioned in first atom, in what is mentioned in that formula or relation, that sum of atom means sum of atomic mass of atom in one molecule. So atomic mass is 1 into 2 atom were present plus oxygen की atomic mass कितनी 16. Okay, like this means atomic mass hydrogen की 1. Now क्योंकि we are talking about here what 2 atoms are also there, 1 into 2 plus what is molecular mass of oxygen is 16. So 2 1 2 are 2 plus 16 18 U. Okay, understood. Now valency, combining capacity of an element. For example sodium की 1, oxygen की 2. Mole concept. What is mole concept? Mole concept is 1 mole equals to 6.022 into 10 की power 23. 10 की power 23. Yes, so now I think we have discussed all the, which we were discussing the last one. Okay, we were discussing the last one question. Let us see. 1 mole equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. This is Avogadro number. And how can you find the number of given particle? How can you find the number of given particle? How you can find the number of given particles? Whenever you are asked to do so, what you need to do at first of all what you need to do, you need to put that formula. Which one formula? Which I told you right now we were discussing. Okay, and for this one it will be how you can find number of particles. देखो mole into Avogadro number and how you can find mole given mass upon molar mass. And now there were some extra questions which I have put for your understanding and practice. See, you can take the screenshot of those questions. Okay, and here answers of those questions are also mentioned. Okay, so now I from my side I have explained you all the topics. Okay, all topics, all concept, all questions I have explained, and also top 5 questions with their examples, with their answers. And I have also included their examples, but you need to understand, first of all you need to, you can say, study from your NCERT or your textbooks where all these things are mentioned in detail. There were some sort of tables and valency and all which I cannot provide whole table, because if I have even provided, I know that you can't learn it from here only, you have to learn it. So better is to learn from there only, and I will, and basic concept I have explained here na? Learning part you only have to do. Okay, so from my side I have explained you everything. Whole topic is now done. It's your time to revise. I have even provided you important question and practice question also mentioned those numericals. These sort of numericals may come in your exam, like finding number of moles, number of particles, converting mass into mole, how you can find number of moles given mass upon molar mass. Okay, and number of particles, how can you find mole into Avogadro number. And what is Avogadro number? 6.022 into 10 की power 23. Okay, and converting mass into mole means given mass upon molar mass, and mass into mole or mole into mass given means mass which is given in gram upon molar mass. Okay, keep on studying, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye. Don't forget to study well, practice all the questions. Bye. Okay.